Hello, I am Apocrypha from Apoc Industries, and this is episode 9 of the Ashlands. As you can hear, our ammo warning is going off because we set up our ammo supply at our coal station here, and we obviously did not put enough ammo in it to supply everywhere. So we need to bring down a ton more ammo. Uh, and we also need to finish walling off this one little spot here, and then we'll be able to start actually tapping this for coal, although we don't have anywhere to bring that coal yet. The other thing that I noticed was, hey, here's an iron patch that's been discovered by our lovely radars, so we are likely going to pull another line off of Cinder, I think. Make an iron line of some sort that runs up through here, and make a base depending on what we find either down here or up here. Make a station to actually mine that iron. Yeah, it's going well so far. Still haven't had any severe biter issues except for what we've cleared out over here. That'll start coming when we really start polluting. Um, Although I see that there's some biters up here that are touched by our pollution, which may start giving us some trouble. Hopefully, not too much trouble. The other thing that I did kind of off camera was set up a garbage disposal for all of the extra coal and wood that we were gathering. So basically, what this does, I'm just going to shut off my pollution here. What this does is it feeds all that extra coal and wood back along in through here and into our smelting column. So as these use up resources, they will prefer to use our garbage rather than using our coal right here, which is the only source that we have for our power. All right, so we should have lots of ammo now, and lots more walls. So let's head back over to our mine and finish off that wall. Also, it is very early in the morning, so we have a very large copy. I suppose that it might also be an option to bring this line up to the north, because we wanted to bring this line to the south anyway. So yeah, when it comes to tapping this iron, perhaps that's what we'll do. We'll start a north-south line here. Don't know what to call that one yet, but we'll figure it out. I wanted to see if I can drop off ammo in this box. Alright, so that's going to start filling that up. And we want to come down here to not only build a wall, but also to bring a radar. Can we get this in here somewhere? Somewhere? Anywhere? Blue? Blue? Alright. And what I did on the other side was I measured to see where the it would align with the rest of our wall. I don't think I'm going to do that here because it's just going to be a little tiny section of wall. So we're just gonna go for it. And we don't need that fish. Alright, so we have our walls. One short wall will do it. Actually, an angled wall here would probably be better. That way That way, the biters have to kind of come to us. If they get into this area here, we want to have them in a choke point. We don't want them to have us in a choke point. So that's what we will do here. We'll have maybe starting like this. And then the inside corner. And something like this. There we go. I don't think that we're going to have much trouble from biters from this particular angle anyway, but just in case, we will make sure that we are prepared. Go. Cool. The last thing, obviously, we do need to be supplying this place with ammo. Easiest thing to do, I believe, will just be to split off from over here. So that is what we will do. You still... Oh, it looks like that already filled up. Wonderful. I might need to bring it across right here, actually, because I don't think that our undergrounds will be able to get over our stackers here. So that is what we will do. And let's feed this from the top. That way we don't have to, I guess we are going to have to turn around how this works, but that's fine. That doesn't take very much effort to do. Fast forwarded through it last time, but this time you have to watch me. There we go. And we do have some landfill we need here. All right. And there we go. Now everywhere that needs to be covered, is covered. Fantastic. We're also going to connect this path with our pack station, just in case we ever need to run down here for whatever reason. We want to be able to do that easily. And probably also light the path, because we like lights. It's a lot of concentration to lay down a straight line of power poles, let me tell you. And we'll just do diagonal. Oh, where are you? A diagonal here. There we go. Oops. Where are we going? There we go. Beautiful. So that's all set up. Oh, a radar as well, right? Radar, which we want to have as tucked in as we can while still exposing as much as it can. So we'll put that right here, I think. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So now our wall is done. I am going to actually put in just a couple of turrets, just in case. There's no reason to leave ourselves completely undefended here. And let's extend this path down as well. Nice little seaside walk, maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Now we were discussing the possibility of having biters come up over here, so we might actually want to have just a little bit more protection on this side, which we might be able to do with our inner corner plan here. Not sure. Let's just improvise. This is looking kind of like that. The biggest fear is that we will end up having individual turrets which are not in range of other turrets, and they'll just get easily taken out by spitters once spitters start showing up, which isn't going to be a big deal yet, but will be a big deal eventually. And again, this is just going to kind of be improvised here. No, not quite, eh? How do we feel about that? Feel okay? Yeah, we feel okay about that. Did we run out of... Oh, we did. Okay. We are going to craft some transport belts so that we can do this. Perfect. And again, we are going to put just a couple of turrets just for protection, just in case. Just in case. Running productivity is finished. Great. Oh, we still keep getting more mining productivity. Wonderful. And we don't want to overdo it here. So we're just going to try and get the bare minimum of what we can get away with and still be relatively covered. There we go. Cool. So now we have turrets basically covering our entire wall, except for one little hole here. Maybe I'll toss a turret there too. And we have spots for adding more turrets easily. Sure, right here, it's fine. There we go. Now, like I said, we don't have any biters that are attacking us yet, but once we start plopping down some miners, they will definitely want to be attacking us. Speaking of miners, we probably should have been handcrafting miners this whole time, because we are going to start, well, mining. Probably not going to tap this whole thing just yet, but, you know, enough. We also need to run back and grab some more iron and some more transport belts anyway, so let's go do that. Let's go back home. We will be concerned about our power consumption once we get the miners up and running, but before that, it's probably not going to take too much. So, not super worried about that. Okay, we'll grab our trusty car to go grab some stuff. Ammo. I wonder how much ammo actually we ended up using up here. We have 137. So yeah, we'll grab some more ammo and we'll toss a little bit more in there just in case. We're not going to be using any more rails just yet. We're mostly looking at miners. So we are going to be grabbing... How are we for construction bots? We're alright. We're going to be grabbing medium poles. We need a bunch of those. We need a bunch of lights. A bunch of those. We are going to need a bunch of gears, a bunch of belts, because we actually do need... I use a red belt here. I'll probably have 2 lines of yellow coming in like this. And having those both go into one red line, just because the red belts fill faster, so they'll help keep this a little bit more well stocked. So for that, we need to have, I don't know my map, 35 red belts. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll need to have 2 red undergrounds, 2, and 2 red splitters, which requires more gears, and, well, I guess we already had the electric circuits for it. 1, 2. Hey. We also need a whole bunch of miners, which are going to need more iron and more gear wheels. So, anything holding this up? No. But we might be able to get more gears producing. Because right now, I need a bunch of gears. So let's do this. There. So we have doubled our gear production. Alright. We also need a bunch of iron, which is not going to help our gear situation at all, I suppose. I'll just grab it directly from the source. Alright. So how many miners can we make? A bunch! Except we don't want to be making gears. because that's what we have this for. Okay, so that should be plenty of miners for now. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Easy peasy, just like in real life. And let's head back and start mining. We also are going to have to decide where we want to put a real smelter. So the smelter that we have here is just a little baby one that we use for our bootstrap base. It supplies our basic needs that we have for doing like really basic base and outpost building. But when we want to actually like get up to the point where we're having to like mass produce green circuits for whatever, we want to have a separate facility for that, and all the smelting I want to happen in one place if we can. But first, let's take a look at this. Our robot's already hard at work. There we go. Perfect. These are all at least a little bit limited. This is not going to be coal. This is going to be iron ore, also at minus 4,000 for a single iron ore. No, it's definitely going to be coal because this is the coal, the coal place. Got iron on the brain after seeing that iron deposit. Anyway, we do not need to place turrets here. What we need to place are transport belts. Should probably do this the other way, maybe? Like, that way? Whatever. I don't think it'll make a big difference in the long run. Although we have more room to work with. You know what? More room to work with that way. And apparently, I went ahead and got rid of these guys too. Whoops. Sorry, dudes. So let's do this instead. Where does this end? There. I hate having to plan around these things. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll just quickly make a blueprint of what it is that we want, and then we'll just slap the blueprint down everywhere. So we'll do this, and start plopping this down. $15 miners left. Unnecessary. On the other hand, one here to here are necessary. Can we make another one? Well, we're going to be crafting some gears apparently. That's alright. Okay, and we'll have this feeding down into 2 belts. Well, I don't like that this is just kind of sitting out here. think we can even get this with just 2 miners, can we? Oh my goodness, no. Alright. We can combine these into one. This will be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we have balancer belt, or belt balancer for is like this. We have 3 to 2 we need. There we go. Line this up down here and plop that right here. There we go. And this will make sure that our outputs are relatively balanced between those 2 lines. And now all this needs is some power. These we're missing up here. It's just a couple of miners, eh? How many are we missing? Is that all of them? That might be all of them. That'll be okay for now. Okay, so let's provide this with some power. There we go. And now our power usage has increased dramatically, but we've got, whoops, we've got coal coming. This is also going to start polluting like crazy very quickly, and the biters are not going to like it very much. That's something that we are going to be worried about to some extent. But just to some extent. Okay, so our next level of mining productivity takes blue science, so we're going to not do that right now. Might as well just start grabbing modules. I think we need those for modular armor. There we go. And now we will just watch as our hard work pays off and our coal that we are now mining is slowly going to make its way into this. Whoops, this needs to be a red splitter, obviously. Whoops. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep up. There we go. And now we see that something isn't right here. What's not right? What are you guys unhappy about? These are all there, right? Oh, right. This needs to be minus 12. Whoops. There we go. It was set up for a full line of, you know, things. Boxes. There we go. So now we have our first mine outpost station set up. This will fill up with coal, and when we eventually need a train to deliver coal somewhere, we have somewhere to pick it up. Excellent. This has been episode 9 of the Ashlands. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.